Hey, what's up guys? How you doing? It's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. Alright, while we're waiting for Star Wars Battlefront 2 to be downloaded, it's a huge file. You know, that's the one thing about the Xbox One X. Their patches and their files are huge. So you're gonna need like a really big hard drive. That's the first thing you should be buying. Not that Elite controller, it's that hard drive, big giant hard drive, because you're gonna need it. Let me just put it this way, you're going to need that hard drive. That should be a warning sign that says on the Xbox One X box, you will need 8 terabytes. Terabytes, not terarobots, terabytes. 8 terabytes at least. Alright, so we're gonna go check out Need for Speed Payback on TCL. I have already tried it on Samsung KS8000, looked great. We're gonna try it out on TCL. Now keep in mind, Need for Speed Payback doesn't support any type of HDR or anything like that. Doesn't support any kind of like checkerboarding, rendering. What it does support is a upscaling. Okay, it's upscaled to 4K, and it has really high textures. So the one enhancement you're gonna see here is the textures. All right, so that's the one unique feature here. Are they gonna be doing a maybe upgrade to 4K or upgrade to HDR in the future? It's possible they might do it. You know, they can always patch up the update and do that. We'll see what happens. But so far, what I was gonna say, it doesn't support a 4K. You know, some people are saying it's a dynamic resolution 4K. I don't know about that. You know, maybe, maybe not. I think it's mainly actually, as a matter of fact, let me check right now. Instead of me guessing, you know, let me go double check to see if it's in fact dynamic or checkerboard. I don't think it's either. I just think it's upscaled to 4K. The only enhancement I'm guessing is the graphics. And the graphics look really great, man. Look at the texture detail here. So you see, it's not all about just a higher resolution on Xbox One X. It's about the graphics. Okay, you're also getting better graphics. All right. Now let me go ahead and let me check to see if it's a dynamic resolution or not. So I'm gonna check that really quick. Alright, I just went on Google and I went to the direct source from one of the EA forums, and they acknowledged it. They acknowledged that in fact this is native 4K with much better, higher texture detail. So this is pretty darn good. So we are getting a native 4K here with much better, higher textures. The only thing that's missing it's HDR. So keep that in mind. This is a true native 4K you're getting here, and it looks really good. Okay, it looks really great. I'm just gonna joyride here so you guys can see the detail, and I'm glad that this car, it's kind of run down because it really shows off the detail. You can even see in some parts of the game, you can see broken headlight, like the lines in the broken headlight as well. So this is native 4K, and I did my research, guys. While I was doing this video, I paused the video, I went to the Google, I double checked it, so you guys can double check it as well. It is confirmed. It is native 4K. So this is the benefit you're getting. It's a native 4K at 30 frames per second. So you're getting 30 FPS here, capped at 30 FPS with a native 4K. And it's pretty good. And it definitely shows. You know, I'm looking at this footage right here, looking at this game. What I mean by footage is looking at this game myself. I know it's not pre-recorded, it's live, but for you it will be a footage. For me, it's not. I do notice, sharper imagery. It means everything is sharper. Textures are higher. See, when you have, this is why you have Xbox One X. So on a game like this, you will have the ability to play games even like this one, Need for Speed. Even though it's not the greatest game, but it's still, you'll be getting a better treatment. You'll be getting that PC treatment of native 4K with the higher textures. So, something to think about as to why you have the Xbox One X. I mean, for $500, I mean, come on, Should we even have a complaint? Need I remind you how much I spent on that Alienware laptop? Need I remind you of that? I don't need to remind you of that. My whole point is, here's the game running in native 4K with higher textures, and it looks pretty darn good, man. It looks pretty darn good. Near like Grand Theft Auto, honestly. It's like playing a native 4K Grand Theft Auto, if you will. I mean, it really has the nice detail to it. And the controls are not that bad either. I mean, I don't know why this game's getting such a crappy rap to it. I don't know. I mean, it's not that bad. I've seen worse games. I would say the previous Need for Speed was horrible. The fact that you have to be online, you couldn't even pause the game, you couldn't even have the option to play single player. Here, you have the option here. Here, you don't have to be online. Multiplayer is optional. You have challenges, you have many different things. So, it's pretty cool. Alright, let's start. Let's do it. Actually, you can see behind me. I went to that website to find out about the native 4K. Here we go. It looks great on TCL. The one thing that I always tell you about TCL is the fact that it has that beautiful 72 local dimming zones, and if you're gonna buy an LED TV, you have to have that full rail local dimming. That full rail local dimming, it's a must for an LED TV. Edge lit, it's something that I just can't. And that's my issue with the QLED. QLED is still using that edge lit, and I was like, I don't know about that, man. Samsung needs to get rid of that that edge lit. Seriously, man, get rid of that edge lit. I mean, it looks very detailed. It looks very good, and it runs smooth. No issues. Now, the PlayStation 4 Pro version doesn't run at native 4K. Okay, so that tells you just how powerful the Xbox One X is. I failed the event. Let's try one more time. Let's skip. Let's restart. Let's do it again. And I'm pretty sure it's going to show on the camera. You guys will be able to see it on the camera, just how detailed it is here. And I think we'll see a lot of games from EA and Bethesda. We'll see a lot of games from them being enhanced for Xbox One X. Alright, we gotta win this race. We gotta do this. I don't know why Giant Bomb, like I was saying yesterday, I don't understand why they gave it such a bad score. They were saying that the handling in the game is horrible. It's not. This game is definitely hell of a lot better than that previous crap that we had with Need for Speed, which I did a video on that when it first came out. I did a free trial, and I told you stay away from it. This is much better. You have the option to be on, not to be online. You have the option to play single player, challenge mode, and multiplayer is optional. And it's an open world kind of a game, which is another cool thing, you know. Oh, look at me at first place. How about that? So it's a native 4K, guys. It's a native 4K 30 FPS. Hopefully they're going to include HDR. I don't see any reasons why they wouldn't include the HDR on this game. I think most likely we're going to see that sometime in the future. You know, like they did the same thing with the Battlefield. You know, when the Battlefield came out and didn't have HDR, but then later on they implemented HDR. I'm pretty sure we'll see HDR here on the Xbox One X version of Need for Speed. Look at the textures. This is what you get when you have a native 4K and much better textures. Okay. And you getting this on a console, okay? You know, it's not like you spent a lot of money to build some PC to enjoy this. Here you are getting a really good detail on textures on an Xbox One X console, man. And definitely looks great. And it's gonna look even better with HDR. You can count on that. It's going to look even better in HDR. There was something here. I don't know what it was. Something here. Anyway, let's go find another race. Let's race. Oh. So as you can see, it looks great on TCL. It's a native 4K. It definitely looks great. Okay, let's go over here. Let me see. Okay, I still got time. Just looking at my time on the recording. After this video, we'll do Star Wars Battlefront. We'll see if Star Wars Battlefront it's native 4K. I know for a fact Star Wars Battlefront should have HDR. That's what I have heard. That's what I have heard. And we shall find out. If in fact that's going to be true. You know, somebody was asking me today, so should I really invest into Xbox One X? And that's a really hard question for you to answer. Because it depends on your ecosystem. Like, where do your friends play? Like, where do you play? Like, if most of your friends are playing on the Xbox One X, well, that's where you're going to go. Alright, so you really have to ask yourself, where do my friends play? Like, are you gonna go live in a town where none of your friends live, or are you gonna live in a town where all of your friends live? So it's kind of like that, dude. That's gonna be your choice. Now, all I can tell you is that this console, technically, it's more powerful than anything else that's out there. Okay, there's nothing more powerful than this console at the moment of this recording. Okay, there's nothing more powerful than this console. So take that for what you want. All right. And it's definitely going to make your games look much better. So you're definitely going to have a hell of a lot much better experience. Especially if you're somebody who just moved in from the Xbox One 2013 version or the Xbox One S. You're definitely going to be experiencing a much better fidelity of detail. Okay? And this is here we go. It's a good example. A Need for Speed Payback. It's okay, mediocre score game. And look, you're getting a native 4K treatment with a higher textures. Okay? So that's something to think about. And it really looks detailed. It really looks great. All right, and I quite frankly don't understand why this game got such a low score. I would have given it 7.5 or 8. Great. I would easily give it an 8. I mean, uh, I mean, forget about the acting, okay? Who cares about the acting, okay? It's not a movie. It's a game, all right? Of course the acting is going to be cheesy, but no one's buying this game because of the acting performance, all right? It's not a Godfather, you know? It's not a Scarface. No one's buying this because of the acting performance. People buy this game because of this, the fun factor, racing fun arcadish factor. That's why they're buying it. So I think the review was unfair, in my opinion, for Need for Speed. Okay, this is how I feel. This video is gonna be off the cuff, so I'm just gonna tell you like it is. Come on, you can win this. You can win it. You got this, bro. Come on, kid. Got it. Oh. Come on, dude. Third place. Alright, third place is alright. Let me see if I can make it happen. Alright, dude. Alright. You can make that. You can make it. Come on. I mean, okay, if you ask me personally how I feel about the Xbox One X, I'll just tell you right now, even though I'm still doing tests like I promised, everything I tell you everything I said I was gonna do, I did on my channel. So I will be fair. I'm gonna go through all the tests. But if you want to know right now, all right, but if you want to know right now, if you want an easy answer to your question, how I feel about the console, well, I'm going to tell you right now, I like it. I think it's a great console. I've been backing this console since the day they announced it. Actually, I was the only guy that was backing it up. Everybody else was bitching about the price, and they were saying how they're not going to buy it. It's too expensive, blah, 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 okay? I have videos to prove that. It's all there. Just like I have the video to prove that I pre-order it and everything. I still have that video. Just type in Mr. 4K Upscaler pre-order. You'll see that video, me in the car and everything. Came back from the gym. My buddy told me about it, and I bought it. I was among the first ones to buy it. Okay, so you guys who follow me, you know the story. You know everything there is to know about how I started this channel and everything. So, in my opinion, this is a great console for the money. You're getting a great value here. Okay, think about the value that you're getting here. You are getting a very powerful GPU, memory bandwidth speed. You're getting 1 terabyte hard drive. You're getting a 4K player alone will cost you not more than $200. So think about just what you're getting, not to mention the 4K streaming. So think about the value here. Think about the fact that all of your games, hold on. Think about the fact that all of your games will look much better on Xbox One X. Think about that. Even your old Xbox One games, even your old Xbox 2001 games will be much better enhanced. Even your Xbox 360 games will be enhanced. So you're getting a lot of value here for the money, you know. So should you buy it? Well, like I said, depends on your ecosystem. Like, where is it you're playing? Where's your friends at? Okay. But me personally, I think it's worth it. It's probably the best $500 I have ever spent, in my opinion. And I have spent a hell of a lot more on other stupid shit that I regret ever buying, okay? But this, it's definitely worth it. However, it'll all depend on you. Do you really care about the 4K? Is 4K that important to you? If the 4K is not that important to you, fine. But even if it's not important to you, even if the HDR and 4K is not important to you, think about the textures. You're not going to see these kind of textures on Xbox One S, okay? You're not going to see this kind of volumetric light and tessellation and anti-aliasing. You're not going to see this on the Xbox One S. You're not going to see that. You're not going to see this speed and fluidity on other consoles. And sure as hell, you're not going to get the native 4K at 30 FPS, okay? So you have to think about this. You know, you got to think about what's it worth to me, all right? I think it's worth it, my own humble opinion. But then again, you know, everybody's different. Everybody has their own, you know, views on it. I personally think it's worth it. But to be fair, I'm gonna go through all the tests so you can have all the answers to your questions. Okay. Ooh, got myself a new ride, man. What I got here? BMW. What is this? Is it BMW? Yeah, M5 BMW. Oh, let's spin this bitch. Hold on. I want to spin it. Come on. Nice. All right. Oh yeah. Love this car, man. It's a badass car. I don't know why people are hating on this game, dude. It's a pretty cool game, dude. Look at the graphics on this thing. Why all the hate on this game? Seriously, why all the hate? It's not that bad, man. People need to chill out. Like I love Giant Bomb and everything, but I disagree with them. It's not a horrible game. The way they bashed the game, I was like, really, guys? I almost didn't buy. I was like, geez, I gotta check it out. It's great, man. The controls are not that bad. It runs smooth, and they're definitely going back to their roots here. You know. Oh yeah, baby. Spin them tires. Man, BMW M5. Germans, they know how to make fucking cars. Sorry about the language, but that's the only way I can explain it. Nobody makes fucking good cars like Germans do. Oh, man. If you've driven a German car, you know what I'm talking about. All right, what I got 23 minutes left here. All right, so I'm gonna end this video. As you can see, it runs pretty good, looks pretty good. What I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and check out Star Wars Battlefront. Should be done by now. Look, you guys should definitely pick this game up. It's native 4K, higher textures, looks amazing, you know, and it's a lot of fun. The controls are pretty cool, man. I don't know why people are bitching and moaning about the controls. Controls are really good in this game. It's definitely a cool game, dude. So I don't know why they gave it such a low score. Whatever. And the best part is you don't have to be online to play the game, okay? You can do challenges. You can just go and travel around. It's a open world game. Or if you want to jump in and play with the other people and your friends, you can jump in on the multiplayer. So definitely worth it. And if you have EA access, you can get it for $53 and try it out before you buy it. All right, so there you have it, guys. Hopefully this video gives you a more in-depth, overview on why you bought the Xbox One X. It's like Phil Spencer said. It's for the people who play the most and want the best, and want the most out of it. Who play the most and want the most out of it. So if you play a lot of Xbox games and you want the most out of it, Well, this is it. And it's a pretty hefty. It's about 150, I think, by the end of this month. But like 120, I'm sorry, not 150, 120 patched up games. That's going to be a lot of games being patched up, man, for the launch month of this console. I could be wrong. I think it's 120. That's what they're saying. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. I think it is 120. I think so. Actually, we can go find out right here. Let me quit. I think it's 120. I'm gonna let you know right now. Where was that? There was an ad over here somewhere. Dude, I don't know if I can find it. Let me go to the store. I can't find it, dude. But there was an ad. I swear to God, there was an ad somewhere here where it says 120 games or something will be patched up. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That ad is gone. Maybe they made a mistake and they pulled that out. I don't know. Look, either way, let's click to the store. Let's see. Let's go browse games. I want to see some. See, over 100 great games. They're gonna be enhanced. All right. So you are getting a bunch of enhanced games. All right, anyway, hopefully you guys like this video. So the next video is going to be Star Wars Battlefront, all right? So stick around.